Alright everybody, welcome to this Adobe Premiere tutorial. Today we're going to be using Adobe Premiere CS3. This is a Windows 2 running with Windows Vista on here. We're going to go ahead and open up our program. Alright, so you're going to open Premiere program. You're going to get this this window right here. You're going to probably be going to New Project. And when you click on that, it's going to give you these options. And again, this is where this program Alright guys, you're going to open up and get this window here. You're most likely going to be going to New Project. You only have a couple of options here, which is really where this differs from Final Cut Pro. Today we're going to be editing in widescreen using 48 hertz of audio, and then you're usually going to be either in standard or widescreen right here depending on your footage. This does nothing to do with your HD video. You can still do HD video even if you only select widescreen here under your DV NTSC. Going to click Browse to put it where you want. Today we'll just be editing off the desktop, which I don't recommend, but you're going to be doing that. You're going to give your project a name and you're going to click OK. Here's going to be your main editing window. Take a couple of seconds to get familiar with it. Down here is going to be your timeline on the bottom of the screen, much like any other video editing software. Up here is your sequence, your program window, where you're going to preview your clips when it's done. And in the middle is going to be where a lot of your work will be going on. You can watch your source clips there. You can do some editing effects there. You can do, if you want to do keyframes, all that's going to be done up here. Over on the left is your bin. That's where all your media is going to be. And so what we're going to do is start off, we're going to import some clips. So you go to File, Import to find, we're going to find a sample clip here to use. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a, this is a completed video that's already been, no, we can't do that. You're going to go to File, Import here. And we're going to import a bunch of clips here. Alright, so as you can see up in our bin, we have a bunch of footage. The ones with the little sound and the film strip behind it are going to be audio and video clips. The ones behind these are stills that we're going to use in our presentation. Alright, so just like with Final Cut, what you want to do is double click on a video in your bin. It'll open it up in this source window right here, and then you can scroll through it on this little timeline up here. This is going to let you scroll through this source clip. And much like Final Cut, you can use your set in and out markers and to select your clip. So let's say we want to take it from right here. That's going to set our in, which you can see the color changed over here. Drag it a little bit and we're going to set our out. Now you have a couple of options here. You can either just click and drag your footage down to your timeline, or you can use the options here, which is either going to insert it or overlay it. Right now, for simplest purposes, we're just going to take it, we're going to drag it down into our timeline. I'll make this a little bigger so you guys can see it, but now just the clip we set as the in-out is down in our timeline. Now if we use this cursor, we can see the footage that we already selected over in our final. This is where your final output is going to be. Again, if we want to continue doing that, let's take another clip. Let's set an in and an out point, and we're going to click and drag that over here. A couple things you want to remember with your audio: it's going to automatically select your audio in here, and if you select a clip and click delete, it's going to automatically delete both the audio and the video. If you want to delete just the audio, you have to right click on your thing and do unlink. Once you unlink a file, you can also move it. So you can move this audio for this clip over here, or you can just delete it on its own. So let's say we wanted to use the video from this clip and overlay it a little bit on the audio. Now we can select this because we've unlinked it. We can make the video a little shorter, this one a little longer, and then play with the audio and the video. A couple other things you want to remember: if you want to speed up or slow down your clip, you can go to your speed duration and you can change it. So let's say if we want to make this 150%, then it's going to speed up this clip and play it in fast motion when we watch it. To watch your clip, you're going to drag this cursor here and hit the space bar. Space bar is going to play your clip, or you can use the controls up here. If you want more video and you need to capture it off a tape, we'll go over that in a separate thing called in the video called capture. This is just going to be the intro to regular editing. So now we have our two clips here. Let's say we want to add a still footage, or we want to add these bars. If we double click on this, you'll see what I'm talking about. These are bars that will go on either side for letterboxed footage. This is shot in HD, so we don't need it, but if we did, what we would do is take this clip, we can drag it directly into the timeline, as we can with any clip. If you want to take a full-length clip, you can just take it and drag it directly in the timeline, and then you can adjust your duration of this clip just by dragging. To do that, you just highlight near the end of a clip till this little red thing comes up, and then you can drag it like that. If I need to cut a clip that's already down here, over on the right are my tools. If you hover over them, they'll give you what they are. But this little razor blade tool will give me a great place. I can just cut it. Again, if the clips are linked, then you're going to be doing both the audio and the video. If they're unlinked, you'll just be doing one. But you're usually going to be working with the arrow or this razor tool. So now we have these two clips that are cut, and we also have this nice bar that'll go on both sides of our clip. If you want to adjust the audio on a clip, what you do is this yellow bar, you can do it directly in the frame. You don't have, or in the timeline rather, you don't have to open up anything else. Just drag it up and down. If you drag it all the way down, you can cut out the audio completely. Drag it up to boost the audio. You can do that for individual clips, or you can select multiple clips using the shift function, and you can raise, but you still cannot raise the audio for both. So even if you highlight multiple clips, you have to do them individually unless you can relink these clips. You can also do it by right-clicking on the thing and click Audio Gain, and you can just adjust it there as well. Alright, that's going to complete your intro course here. Once you're done with that, always save your project. And if you want to export, you're going to export as a movie. So you go File, Export Movie, click your sequence. If you want to change your settings, they're in here. Go to Settings. You can usually we'll do doing it as a Microsoft AVI. Name it, select where you want it to go, and export. That's going to complete your intro. For much more, including adding text, doing some capturing, watch the other videos.